Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us on this Thursday. If you've listened to the webinar in the last few weeks, you will know that we've been talking about the golden magic zone. It's not some woo-woo place that, exists and is unattainable. It's here right now. And I bet if you've ever been successful or been really competent in an area in your life, regardless of what age you were, I guarantee you the goal zone is actually the place that you were occupying. So it's okay if you haven't listened to the webinars in the past few weeks. I would encourage you to go back and listen to them. They're short, but they give some great assignments in there that will help you recognize and own being in the golden magic zone. The reason why that's so important is, being in the gold zone, there's about 38 indicators listed in this book, The Secrets to Increasing Your Power, Wealth, and Happiness, of when you've experienced being in the golden magic zone, okay? And you don't have to have all 38 of them to be there. You can just experience one of the 38, and that's actually the zone that you're in. It seems magical. Life is quite easy, and sometimes it can seem quite surreal. For the longest time, I mean, up until recently, I always focused on the green zone because I really didn't think I'd been in the gold zone, honestly. And so we've been studying this chapter on the golden magic zone, and I saw straight away that there were 3 areas that I'm very, very gold zone in. So I encourage you, get curious, take a look, see if you've entered into the golden magic zone at any point in your life. And let me tell you how to get into the golden magic zone. And most people don't know this. So if you're really, really competent in an area, that's basically mastery level, okay? And I don't think I've ever met anyone in my life that doesn't have some crazy opinions or viewpoints about mastery. I know most people associate mastery up at all, like perfection. And mastery does not mean perfection. So I just want you to know, mastering something does not mean perfection. Perfection gets into a whole different realm of, it's got to be perfect, all or nothing. It doesn't count if it's not absolutely perfect. And, what's perfect for me is going to be a different perfect for you. So don't go there. So if you're really, really competent in an area, like a really competent area, and you really know it, like backwards and forth, in and out, up and down, everything there is to know about it, basically, there's a very high level of competency and mastery, and it means that I was talking to someone the other day, and they were telling me about how much they know in several areas of their life that they've taken to mastery, different jobs they've had, how they could just look at something without even getting into it and know exactly what needed to be fixed. Like, it could be a computer, it could be a phone, it could be anything. But when that level of competency is there, that's what really causes you to enter into the golden magic zone. So here's the exercise for the day. What I'd like you to do is locate a time when you were in the gold zone. And then I'd like you to write down Because when you get into the goal zone, there's also abilities there that maybe you've never ever looked at. I want you to write down what can you appreciate about that ability that you use to get into the goal zone. And then write down everything else that comes to your mind. And after you've done that, then I want you to write down what haven't you appreciated about you being in the goal zone? And what could you appreciate about you being in the goal zone? Because there's a lot of skills and abilities it takes for you to get there. I'm going to give you an example. One of the indicators of being in the goal zone that I actually wrote down myself was a vast willing to influence. Vast willing to influence, being very creative, totally competent, a peak performer, immensely happy. Now, vast influence. Sorry, I'm going to correct that. Vast influence. So some of those are the ones that came up for me. And so, yeah, I have vast influence. So, but it's more to it than that, to really, really inspect, okay, well, how did you get that ability to vast influence? Well, one of the abilities is being really, really friendly and being able to establish rapport quickly and being trustworthy, being reliable, easily having the ability to easily connect. So that's just some of the abilities that come along with being able to vastly influence. And you may say, well, those are simple abilities. Yeah, they are. But if you look around, if you look around, not everybody has that ability. Go to the store, do some shopping, um, go to go to just go out, go to the grocery store and see how many people has that ability. Usually most people's attention, a lot of people's attention is stuck in the woes of life. And so they're not able to use that ability vastly, if you will. So that's the assignment. And then I read the comments. I read the feedback. So give us your feedback and let me know what you find. And the having a lot of free life force particles and the goal zone is all in chapter 19 of the secrets to increasing your power, wealth, and happiness. And Alan has a great quote, and I'm going to paraphrase this, but basically he says, if you don't know something exists, if you can't define it, it's pretty hard to occupy, that position. It's pretty hard to have something if you don't even know it exists. And that's what I found happened to me. I've always studied the green zone. I think the gold zone is fabulous and very lucky for anyone that's been in it. But that was like a whole zone that I totally haven't given a lot of attention to. And so we've been spending a lot of time studying it and focusing on it. And I think you're going to find you've experienced the goal zone. And even if you look over the indicators and you haven't, that's okay. Just know the entrance level into the goal zone is you being competent, the areas that you're competent in and that you've taken to mastery, because that just means you really, really know it. And that allows you to take a great position and be in the right place with the right players, doing the right things and accomplishing what you want, but vastly. Thanks